play in college football.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. LSU right back to the line.
Third down coming.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Looking to pass. It's McLeod. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
White 18, Rocky switch. White 29.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. LSU quick to the line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. When they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 28. And a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 3, LSU 0.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
1st and goal, LSU.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line.
2nd and goal.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 6, Ohio State.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They run the reverse. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
White 53. White 53.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Power football with the run. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick release by the QB. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it right down the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
How about this? These guys are going for two.
Set. Slide. Easton.
To the air. It's Jordan. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 14, Ohio State 3.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
Kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
Returner is
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Black 93 Wizard. Black 90 ready.
On the run, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
Check. Blue 42 strong. Black 14.
Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Check, check. Red 70 Black Saw. Red 70 Black Saw.
Looking to throw, it's McLeod. And the quarterback is snowed under. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 14, Ohio State 3.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Blue 85! Blue 85! Ho, ho, ho! Indy! Ho, ho! Snap! Roller!
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Makes the grab down the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Blue 22!
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
QB sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that drive covered 40 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
3.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And they'll take over.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.